Or sometimes you're fighting and they like pull forward, she's trying to catch her balance, she's doing this. See, now then you catch this, right? You catch this move that she makes. She makes a move on the ground and now her hand is separated, her elbow is separated from her body. You sit up and when you sit up and you decide to go for the Kimura, what you're technically doing is you're saying, I am going to decide to finish the fight from full guard. As I'm sitting up to fight from full guard, watch. I go, now I make the key lock. As I go and I start to push back here, right? She defends. She has to keep that tight. That she puts tension in the arm. If she doesn't put any tension, that means that she's not contesting the situation and she's not resisting back. So the match is going to be likely over. And it's going to be an easy victory. However, if it's a opponent that is game and doesn't want to lose, they're going to put a lot of tension in here and resistance back. So tension and resistance comes. Resistance comes. Fight your head back. So here, as she resists and fight back, watch. I'm going to use this tension and resistance that she's using against me to redirect that stiffness, that focus area of tension, and redirect that energy across her body. Watch. And I redirect it here. As I redirect, I'm going to make a hand transfer. Now I release my key lock and I make this hand transfer, and I put my left hand, in this case, to grab her, to push her and redirect her all the way to the other side. Now, as I redirect her to the other side, it's similar to a variation of an arm drag to the other side. Okay, there's multiple ways that you can do it, but in this case, because the tension was straight, because she was trying to straighten out her arm, I redirect the straight arm across the body. And now I continue to hold this wrist and push it away from me. As I push the wrist away from me, I then move my hips away out from where I'm pushing her wrist. Watch. And I circle around the curvature of her body. So here. Now her chest is facing my thigh. So as I'm pushing away, I'm moving my butt out so I get closer to taking her back. And I pull her hips into me. Now here, you fall into a position right in her lower ribs, and you can lock the figure 4 in, right? Okay? From here you have the back and you have the choke. So, one more time so you can see it from this angle. Again, in this case, I'm going to start the separation. I start the sequence, I go up, I decide to finish the fight here from full guard by chasing after the arm, using the Kimura lock. As I go and try to push back here, she resists, and there you go, right there. There's a stiff arm area. Keep it there. And there's a stiff arm area. I use that area, use that stiff arm, I redirect the energy, I make this hand transfer. Now, I have to push that arm continuously away from me because I'm trying to go this way in the opposite direction. I sit up to close this space between us. So I sit up and move out, and then I start bringing her forward to where I used to be, and then I take the back here. And then now you can see that both her hips are in the same direction, and I'm directly behind her. And as you can see, I'm right where her ribs are, where making my figure 4 lockdown super easy. And then obviously right here, I start to go into the finish. Okay, let's try that sequence.